Media and public opinion have turned feminism into this gigantic, disgusting monster that no one really wants anything to do with.
Good afternoon, everyone. Colonel Valor here with you once again. And the first thing I have to say is, what the hell is going on with all... It's like every feminist I watched today has the cutesy little incidental music playing in the background of all their videos. Alright. Fuck it. I'll give it a try. Cue music. Okay, maybe it's, no, out of the question. That's better. Maybe it's 3. Somehow I don't think that's going to work. Fuck the whole thing. Just play that first clip over again.
Media and public opinion have turned feminism into this gigantic, disgusting monster that no one really wants anything to do with.
Actually, I would have to contend that it's the feminists themselves that are making the movement out to be a horrible monster with their safe spaces and their hashtags and what have you. I mean, if hashtag kill all white men didn't trend, then, you know, that whole deal wouldn't have fucking happened the way that it did. And after she got arrested, it trended even higher. It's your own fault.
But today, I just want to give you the most basic definition of feminism.
Definitions again? Why is it that every feminist starts their videos about feminism by, like, defining feminism? This is what feminism means. And if you have these preconceived notions as to what feminism means, that's not what it means. This is what the dictionary means it means.
This is so that you can form your own opinion based on solid information rather than basing it on the opinions of somebody else who probably based their opinion on the opinion of another person.
I have to say, that is goddamn hysterical, because as you'll demonstrate later in this video, the facts, the feminism facts that you put forward are things that other feminists have said, that other feminists said before them, that they got from dubious sources, and by manipulating the data to put forth a narrative. And it's a little contrived, don't you think, to be like, well, I'm going to give you the definition of feminism so that you can decide for yourself what the word means. It's like saying, I'm going to give you the solution to this math problem so that you can decide for yourself what the answer is.
So, beginning with the basics, the Oxford Dictionary from 1995 defines feminism as the belief in the principle that women should have the same rights and opportunities as men. A more up-to-date source, like dictionary.com, states that feminism is the doctrine advocating for the social, political, and all other rights of women equal to those of men.
What's the key word in both of those definitions? And I'll give you a hint. The key word is not equality. The key word is rights. That men and women have the same rights. It does not necessarily mean that they are the same, that they are equal. It means that they have the same rights and opportunities.
Basically, it's about the equality of genders. So gender equality and feminism are kind of the same thing.
Gender equality and feminism are the same thing. Where have I heard this argument before? I know. It's that same argument that Bionic Dance puts forward, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times a year about how all agnostics are atheists. If you're an atheist like me, and you can't stand that argument, then you can't also be a feminist that says that all egalitarians are feminists. It's both or neither, or you're a hypocrite. Those are your only choices.
There probably is some really good reason for why they called it feminism in the first place.
I am converting to theism right now because obviously there's someone up there looking out for me. Wow. I'm probably going to give up on it after like a day or two anyway. After I masturbate to a JJ Talks video and realize there's no reason to feel bad about this.
However, you may be wondering if we still actually need feminism, because women do have a lot of rights already.
Women do have a lot of rights. It's true. They have equal rights to men. You did it. Congratulations. And I also got to ask, what's with the jump cuts? I tried to preserve your jump cuts the way that they were, organically throughout your video, but it's a whole lot of I'll show you. Now I'm over here. Now I'm really close. Somehow now I'm even standing. How did that happen? Ugh. Now I'm all for jump cuts and everything. I use them myself. But I save the jump cuts for when I lines up my fuck up my lines. Or to cut out the awkward pauses between lines that I don't remember which comes next.
We can vote, we can become CEOs of large companies, and sometimes even the mother will work full-time while the father stays home with the kids. But gender inequality still exists throughout the entire world. Here in Australia, the average working woman gets paid $283 less per week than the average working man.
So the average working man and the average working woman in Australia make two different amounts of money. Do you suppose that could have something to do with what's called a male-dominated field, like construction or mining? The dangerous jobs that women won't do, as opposed to things like in the United States, teachers or teaching is a female-dominated job. And as you know, teachers, at least in the United States, don't make a whole lot of money.
In America, 1 in every 5 women that you meet will have experienced violence within a relationship.
There's that 1 in 5 statistic again. You guys love that number. It's great. I wonder exactly how much you do love it.
And let's not forget places like Jamaica, where 1 in every 5 girls aged between 13 and 19 have been raped.
1 in 5! Again! Oh, man. Another statistic you guys like to throw out is how only 1% of rapes ever get reported. So that means that if 20% of girls in Jamaica are going to be raped, but only 1% of rape cases are ever reported, that means that 2,000% of Jamaican girls will be raped before they reach the age of 19. I know what it means. It means that 100% of girls in Jamaica will be raped 20 times by the time they reach the age of 19. That's obviously what that statistic means. So I guess if you're a girl in Jamaica and you're 18 years old and you've only been raped 10 times, you need to make yourself a little bit more rapeable, a little bit more appealing to rapists, a little bit easier to access, just so you can get those other 10 rapes in before you turn 19, because the feminists have a narrative to keep up.
In some Middle Eastern countries like Egypt and Lebanon, things called honor killings exist, where the family of a female can choose to kill that female for bringing dishonor to their family. And usually the female being raped is enough to bring dishonor to the family.
That's a good idea. I'll bet the number of false rape accusations is pretty low there.
If you're wondering how you can make a difference at all, the main thing that I would say is to just not judge a person based purely on their gender.
I don't judge people based solely on their gender. I usually base my judgment off of the bullshit that they have to say. Like the last video I did, that was to a man. Well, kinda. I want you to name 3 times in your life that you have demonstrably been judged based solely on your gender. 3 times, and I'm willing to pay 5 to 1 that says you can't do it. I've been Aldus Valor, and you can go fuck the dog. wonder what else we got. I like it.